When we look at the crisis facing democracy in the United States, we are seeing the corrosive impact of white evangelical Christianity in our public life.
It doesn't matter if you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, we're all getting these messages of fear all the time.
It's working against bridge building, belonging, and a connection that leads to the best of who we are. So if we want public life together that values and honors every person and strives for racial healing and justice, we have to engage evangelical Christianity in this country. And we believe Undivided is part of that journey.
So Undivided is an organization that cultivates spaces of belonging, that activate people to claim their agency, particularly around racial healing and justice. And we do that through 7-week cohort experiences where people gather in cross-racial groups to learn together and then to be activated to do work of justice together. What we're doing is helping evangelicals regain an imagination of what it looks like to live out our faith in the public square. We want to get people in proximity with people who are different, with stories who are different, because we believe that that proximity is the catalyst for real change. But we want to be a brave space where it's okay to say the wrong thing, where you can speak your truth, and where we're helping people to understand how to listen with empathy to others.
In this polarized environment, it is essential for us to begin to have dialogue with one another and meet people where they are and let them know that it is okay to show up as your authentic self, just as you are.
We are serious about equipping people for the ongoing work of community organizing, rooted in Jesus, rooted in a different kind of politics that is not about a partisan agenda, but is rooted in relationship. The workshops we do are informed by a lot of good research around what it takes to really be about healing. Healing from racial trauma, healing from some of the challenges we face because of the legacy of racism in our hearts and in our culture.
When I was approached about attending a 6-week cohort, I was in the midst of doing a lot of racial justice work, and I didn't know if I wanted to engage in something else that would be emotionally draining and maybe even traumatic. What I found is that there's a space for me to go to and not just pour out of myself, but there's a place where people were pouring into me. And I was able to hear stories, and I was able to share in a way that actually felt like it was therapeutic and like I received some healing from that.
The impact of Undivided has been very wide and deep and very diverse.
We've had over 10,000 people experience a multi-week experience across race and ethnicity where they have begun to come alive for racial healing and justice.
There's something in spirituality that if we tap into it, makes this work sustainable. To do the long, hard work of doing justice, you have to have the belief that things can be better. You have to have the belief that there is a way forward, that we're not stuck in today's reality when it comes to our racial tension, that we can get to better places.
It's the hope that Dr. King and Rosa Parks and Joanne Robinson and John Lewis and others could take on the teeth and power of white supremacy and evil and transform a community and transform a nation.
There's a better way to be human, not rooted in fear, but rooted in love. And actually, when we're rooted in love and treat each other with love, we don't become less of ourselves, we become more of ourselves. And so does our society, and so does our community, and so does our country, and so can the world.